Hey, what's going on? Aaron Chen here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be doing a bit of research on David Deakel's new program. It's called Profits Passport. Okay, so this is the actual sales video, right? There's an opt-in page, there's a sales video, and then and they'll kind of move through the process. So what I'm going to do right now is review this program, and at the end of this video, you can decide whether or not you'd like to join Profits Passport or maybe do something else. Okay. Now, David Deakel has been in the industry for many years, right? He's kind of a master at creating these sort of like marketing systems, and they look pretty slick, to be honest, right? They're pretty nice. His previous program, Funnel X ROI, if you've never heard of that before, was another program that he created. It's very similar to his new program, Profits Passport. Okay. Actually, what it does look like to me is that he's kind of, taken the program, he's reshuffled it a little bit, he's added a couple of things here and there, but essentially, it's very similar to Funnel X ROI, right? So there's a new front end, there's a new sales video, he's added a new opportunity, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but essentially it's the same as Funnel X ROI, okay? And let me kind of explain how this works, right? So the way that this system works is it's quite clever, okay? So the front end is like, who else wants to earn 2,000 cash payments delivered to your mailbox and up to 16,500 extra commissions on autopilot? I do the work, you make all the commissions, right? Now, when he says that he does all the work, essentially what it means is that you just promote this system. Now, you still have to do the work, okay? He's not doing all the work, right? Again, this is just, be careful, guys, right? Because this is sales copy designed to get you to think like you don't have to do any work, but you do. Just like all businesses online, there is still a certain amount of work that you have to do, and we'll talk about that a little bit more, right? So the way it works is when you set up your system, Profits Passport, you get a link to re-promote this system again, okay? Now, I'm not going to go through the process right now, but the way that this system works, very similar to Funnel X ROI, is that it takes people through a process, right? So let's just say that there are 6 or 7 steps in order for you to set up your system. Basically, the way it works is when you promote your Profits Passport link, it will take all of your new customers or your audience through the same path as you are going through right now, right? So as you're going through the process, you are literally setting up your system, and that's how this works. And that's why it's quite clever, right? So instead of trying to get someone to buy something on the front end, what he does is he gives you the process, right? And it sets you through a path. And as people are going through this path, you're setting up your business at the same time. And if people upgrade, that's how you make your commissions, because all of the upgrades will be the links to will be your affiliate links. So everybody's kind of going through the same process. Does that make sense, right? So you're sort of selling, and the system is selling and telling while people are setting up their business at the same time. That's why it's quite clever, okay? Now, the problem with systems like this, okay, just to kind of clarify, right, is that everybody looks the same after a while. So initially, it works quite well because it's a new front end, people haven't seen it before. But after a while, there will be a lot of affiliates, hundreds and thousands of affiliates that have exactly the same pages like this, right? And so when people have the same pages, after a while, it doesn't convert as well. And that's the same with Funnel X ROI. It's the same with all of the other done for you, quote unquote, done for you marketing systems out there, okay? So just be careful, right? Because most of the time with done for you systems, when they say it's done for you, it just means that they have a replicated marketing system for you to use. Now, I've been using replicated marketing systems for, the first 8 years of my online career, 2009 to 2016. And no matter how good they look on the front end, right, what always tends to happen is that initially, you can sell quite a lot of them, and then after a while, it just tanks, okay? Because you don't learn any marketing, right? So inside of this, you're not learning any marketing. You're just using the system. He tells you to buy traffic, and I'll run through all the details of this program in a minute, right? But I just wanted to explain to you up front how the system works, and then we'll talk about the actual products. Because you don't learn any marketing. He just tells you where to buy traffic. He tells you to send your links to Profits Passport. And then all of your members just go through the same kind of process, over and over and over again. And that's a problem because you're not learning any marketing skills. You're not learning any sales copy. You're not learning how to email properly. You're not learning how to generate real traffic. You're not learning anything, basically. All you're learning how to do is set up all your affiliate links, buy into everything that he recommends in here, okay? And then you just kind of, buy traffic and hope for the best. You cross your fingers, right? And there's a lot of problems with that, because if Profits Passport closes down, you're screwed. Your entire business is gone, right? Number two, if you're lucky enough to have gotten in early enough and not that many people have seen this website, then you might make a few sales, but very, very quickly, and these systems grow very, very quickly, right? Because you're all using the same traffic source, and I'll talk about that in a second, the conversions start to tank. It starts to decrease because all of the traffic sources are basically, promoting this program over and over and over again, so people stop buying the program, right? So again, you have to spend more money to generate the traffic, and then it's very hard to get in profit. And that was the problem that I found with using marketing systems in the first 8 years that I was marketing online, okay? Now, that being said, let me actually review the program and show you what you're actually selling, right? So as you go through this process, the first thing that he sells is Easy One Up. Okay, now Easy One Up is a very old sort of MLM style digital marketing product company, right? And it sells products from $50 all the way to $2,000, right? It's a top tier sales company. Now, I've been in Easy One Up because I was in FunnelX ROI, and I can tell you that this product is just an absolute waste of time. It's garbage, okay? And I can say that because I've actually been in the program, and the only reason why people would join this program, Easy One Up, is for the commissions. Now, if you're joining anything for the commissions, that's not a good thing, okay? Their product range in the back is just random digital marketing, random mindset stuff. It's just haphazard all over the place. So you're not actually going to get any value from this product. Now, if you're getting in a program because of the money and not because of the actual product, that is a problem, okay? Because all you're doing, that's sort of a money game, and eventually companies like that get shut down by the FTC because that is highly illegal, right? So the thing is that a lot of people get into Easy One Up for the commission structure, not because they want to buy the products. Now, that's called a pyramid scheme. So just be careful, okay? Also, the other problem is the products in Easy One Up they're rubbish. They're just not very good at all, okay? So that's the first thing he sells. He also sells that in FunnelX ROI. It's the same thing, right? Then the next thing that you'll get as you're going through this process is something called FunnelX Advanced, which is a pay per lead program. So just understand that it's free to sign up, but if you want to earn more commissions to sell leads, you have to upgrade, okay? So he'll sort of take you through this process. Very similar to FunnelX ROI. It hasn't really changed that much. Then he has something called ROI Panel, okay? Now, ROI Panel is a tracker. It's a custom tracker that David Deacle made. It's not bad, okay, but it's very expensive, right? If I remember correctly, it's the same as FunnelX ROI. It's over $600 to get into ROI Panel. So again, you have to ask yourself, do you want to pay over $600 to get a funnel tracker when you can use other funnel trackers that are a lot less expensive, like ClickMagick, where, okay, so, 600 plus is a lifetime cost. You pay one time and you get to make 50% commissions on it, which is not bad, right? But you could get a good tracker like ClickMagick, and I use ClickMagick, right? And ClickMagick is only $47 per month, okay? And it's a huge tracker. So again, do you really want to be spending that much money up front, right? Some people will, and you can make some money, but again, there's little issues here and there with this, right? Then the next thing is that he shows you how to generate leads, right? But he sends you to this website, which is called Udemy, and you may or may not have heard this before, right? Now, I don't like solo ads at all. If you've been following me for any period of time, you probably know my story. I've spent more than $30,000 on solo ads, and solo ads is the main reason why I truly believe that I failed for so long, okay? Now, the reason why that is because, so Udemy is a marketplace where people sell solo ads, and all solo ads is it's email traffic, right? So you come in here, and yes, there are hundreds of solo ad sellers, but you have to understand that everybody that comes to Udemy to buy solo ads, they don't really understand how to market. Okay, so these guys that are selling these, clicks or these leads, the way it works is you go to them, you find someone, and basically they take your offer and they promote it to their email list. That's all that's going on, right? Now, these guys, the problem with solo ads is this is kind of how it works, right? If these solo ad vendors were only selling your offer and they weren't smashing their list with other offers, then the quality of the traffic would be okay. But the problem is that these guys don't guarantee results. All they guarantee is clicks, right? So let's just say one of these solo ad vendors has an email list of 20,000 people. These 20,000 people get constantly bombarded with offers every single day. They get emailed like maybe 5 times a day, offers after offers, because these guys have to deliver clicks to you, right? So what happens is these emails, these people receiving these offers, they click on the offer and you get a click, and maybe you even get an opt-in, but they're so conditioned to see offers that a lot of them don't buy. And that is the problem with solo ads, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. There are solo ad vendors that sell very high quality traffic, but that's like, a very, very small percentage. It's probably like 1 or 2% of all solo ad vendors. So the question is do you have enough money to buy solo ads and sieve through all the crap before you find the 1 or 2% of solo ad vendors that can actually give to make you back profit, right? And so that was my problem, from 2009 to 2016. That's all, in the business, this is called business opportunity, right? So in the business opportunity space, all people talk about is go and buy solo ads, right? They don't teach you any other form of traffic because buying solo ads is so easy. You don't even have to learn it. It's not really even a skill. You just come to Udemy, you just do a few reviews, you make sure that someone, is getting good reviews, and then you buy a solo ad for $100 to $1,000 to $2,000. They can be quite expensive, right? And they'll send you the the same amount of clicks that you wanted to buy. Okay, now once you get your clicks, you're just crossing your fingers again because you'll get your clicks, you'll get your leads, but then whether people buy or not, you don't know. And so I spent over $30,000 trying to find good solo ad vendors. It was the same when I was in FunnelX ROI, which is David Deagle's other program. Very, very similar. I spent close to $2,000, right, on different vendors. I only made one sale. Okay, so that is the problem. A lot of people they think it's easy, it's supposed to be easy, but it's not as simple as it looks. Okay, so again, Profits Passport is very, very similar to his other program. And if you are using solo ads to feed your business, you have to be very, very careful. Okay, now the final thing that he sells inside Profits Passports is another program called OPM Wealth. Now, OPM Wealth, okay, is a top tier program. They've got 5 levels. It goes from 2,000 to 27,500. So this is a very, very expensive program, right? And the way it works is they get you to buy into the program using Bitcoin, specifically Bitcoin, right? You earn very high commissions, 60% commissions, all right, all through Bitcoin as well. But the problem here, okay, again, 2,000, 5,000, 8,500, 14,500, and 27,500. These are the 5 levels, right? So yes, you can make a lot of money from OPM Wealth, but the problem with OPM Wealth is that, again, it's very similar to Easy One Up in the sense that they're selling the opportunity to make money. They're not focusing on their products, right? So even though on the back end, the products at each different level, you get different levels of products. So it's digital marketing. It teaches you about drop shipping, about eBay, about Facebook, about Instagram. It teaches you about mindset. There's it talks about health, and it is decent, all right. But the problem is they don't focus on selling on the product. They just focus on selling you on the opportunity to make money. And do you know what that's called? That's called a pyramid scheme, right? So there are a lot of systems out there like OPM Wealth. And don't get me wrong, the setup is very cool, okay? So they have coaches that will get on the call with people on Zoom, and they'll bring people through a sales process. So the sales process is very good with OPM Wealth. The problem, though, is that, again, it's the angle of how they make money, right? So the angle is you don't do any work, we don't sell any products. We just sell the opportunity to make money. Your coaches are going to close the deal for you. You just have to invest at the right level, right? And again, if you're focusing on just making money, that's called a pyramid scheme. And eventually, the FTC will catch up and they close companies like this down, right? It's just how long are they going to be open for? Are they going to be around for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? So again, I would be very, very careful, okay? And that's just my personal recommendation. You don't have to listen to me at all, but I've been in this industry now for 11 years, and I can tell you that stuff like this, especially when they focus just on the opportunity, right? Generate massive wealth with other people's money, right? They don't talk about the products or anything like that. You have to be very, very careful, okay? So that's essentially what Profits Passport is. It's a system to sell all of these things and get your people to sort of go through a process and set it up, right? So again, lots of hit and misses here, right? Like, yes, it is a decent system. I think it would be a better system if they sold better products. All right. The problem is that Easy One Up is crap. OPM Wealth is not very good either. Udemy, the source of traffic, is solo ads, which is horrible. Okay, so there's just a lot of little things. For ROI Panel is okay, but it's a little bit expensive. And FunnelX Advanced is a pay-per-lead program, which you probably won't even use anyway. Okay, so my review of Profits Passport is this is just a jacked up version of FunnelX ROI, which isn't, in my opinion, isn't very good. I spent more than $3,000 on FunnelX ROI setting everything up. I went through, I followed the training, solo ads. I gave it another shot, right? That was my final shot with solo ads. It didn't work, and I was just like, yeah, this is just not very fun. So I stopped marketing FunnelX ROI after about 3 or 4 months of trying it out, right? And at that point, I already made quite a lot of money online. I just wanted to see if the system was good or not. Okay, so again, that's my 2 cents on Profits Passport. You can take what you want from it, and you can decide whether you decide to invest in it or not. That's kind of my review, okay? But look, if you're here right now, you probably are trying to find a way to make money online, right? And so in this review, I wanted to not only review Profits Passport, but kind of educate you a little bit on how online marketing works, right? And for me, the thing that really works is you can't get away from learning real marketing, okay? So if you're here right now and you're like, Aaron, I want a done-for-you system to make me money, I'm really, really sorry, but done-for-you systems is a fallacy, okay? The people that get in right at the beginning might make a little bit of money, but for the most part, you're not going to make any money because you're going to end up spending more money than you can profit inside of the system, because there are thousands of affiliates that use the same system. Like I mentioned earlier, everybody looks the same, and that's why you will end up failing in a lot of these systems, okay? So don't get me wrong, you might make a few sales here and there, but to be really profitable for the long term, if you're just using this system on the front end, is the worst way to make money online, right? In order to make money online, you need to learn marketing. Okay, so if you're lazy, if you're a person who doesn't want to do any work, I'm really sorry, but you're probably not going to be very successful in internet marketing, right? The only way that you can really market and be successful online properly is if you learn marketing. Okay, it's not complicated, but you have to be willing to learn how to do it properly. It's like a skill. Like it's kind of like saying, hey, I want to learn how to earn a doctor's salary, or doctor level commissions, or an architect level commissions, but I don't want to learn how to become a doctor. I don't want to learn how to become an architect. That's essentially what you're saying, right? So if you're trying to do that, you're never going to make that money. You're never going to earn doctor level salary because you're not doing the work. You're not doing the work of a doctor. You're not doing the work of an architect. Does that make sense? It's like saying, I want to become a successful McDonald's franchise owner, but I don't want to do any of the work. I don't want to learn about the franchise. I don't want to learn about the business. I don't want to open any stores. I don't want to do anything. It's not possible, right? So online marketing is the same. If you want to learn how to capture the internet and learn how to make tons of money online and leverage the power of technology, you have to learn the skills, unfortunately, right? And this is what I teach all of my students as well. There is no shortcuts to this, right? And unfortunately, systems like this, I truly believe, are the reason why a lot of people out there in affiliate marketing and internet marketing fail for so long, all right? So if you would like to learn how to do this properly, if you're like, okay, Aaron, I get it, I understand that I have to learn a little bit of marketing, I have to learn how to set this up properly, and I'm willing to do that, then I would love to show you how to do that, okay? I've got a free training program. All you have to do is click the link right below, okay? It's in the description box. And on the next page, you will be sent to my website. Make sure you enter your best email address, because I'm going to send you an email that will show you step by step how to do this stuff properly, okay? How do you really build out a proper internet business so you can make as much money as you want, and so you never have to rely on these quote-unquote done-for-you systems that don't really deliver what they promise on the front end, okay? I hope that makes sense. Now, don't get me wrong, you can make sales on autopilot when you set up your business right, but it's not about solo ads, and it's not about these kind of marketing systems, done-for-you systems that don't really work properly, okay? So I hope to see you on the next page. All the best. I hope you got a lot of value and education from this review, and I wish you all the best inside of your business. Take care and speak soon.